One of Wonder's largest strong superheroes, Skipper Wonder, has hit the big display for the At First period. And if fans and critics are proper, she's ushering a new general of superheroes in Wonder's cinematographic world. But the accidental Wonder fan hasn't yet been entered to Carol Danvers, aka Skipper Wonder. Okay, allows begin in the total fundamentals. Carol Danvers is a Wonder Comics nature who, with 2012, has detained the name of Skipper Wonder. Carol was in fact at first entered in 1968, at a period while the feminism motion in the US was start to profit popular. She's lost by a quantity of various titles with her create, consisting MS Wonder, Bit, and Warbird. But Carol has been break downward impeding with Up She Though Had Powers, on to superfan Samantha Wetherell. How since she united the US air strength versus the wishes of her dad, who didn't sense how it was relevant for her as a female. She went and she did thing how a common female at how period would not include maid, Samantha says. Carol's driving and vanity has led to a prosperous fandom named as the Number Carol Corps, says Laura Brooks, chief facilitator of the Skipper Wonder submarine Reddit. A mandrel portion of her nature is fair creature the top you can be and comprehensive your internal force. It's the concept of receive behind on your feet and never give her up, she'll be the recent man permanent in a struggle via steep strength of will. She's as well a enormous botanist, onto Samantha. She's one of us. She's a enormous celebrity wars blower. She though named her cat, in the movie their departure to urge him duck, but in the comics he's named Chewie. Her flaws are alike essential. She's an alcohol. She has all these unhuman strengths but yet has how humane quality assurance, so she brings the two along, Samantha says. Laura adds how Carol is impetuous and has a horrible feeling of humor. She has a daddy's feeling of humor, these are all things how readers can refer for. The is the issue the movie mainly centers about. Carol has had a few various descent stories, but in all of them she ends up as one of, if not the largest, strong letter in the Wonder world. The unique descent history says how she was unborn humane and after taking into account powers by the Kree, and progressive and warlike foreigner racing. More than newly the history is how she is part Kree on her mom's party. Laura thinks the movie will go downward a various path completely. The Kree are specific to be hard implicated although. The Skipper Wonder caravan seems to propose how Carol was found injured next a fight and undertaken behind to their Earth. Wireless 1 and 1XTRA movie reviewer Ollie Plumline says Wonder has made thing various rather than regular in the cinema's descent history. Usually it's love, I'm Peter Parker, I was bitten by a radiation spinner, now I'm Spinnerman, the starts in I'm Spinnerman, discover out in me how I got bitten by a radiation spinner, and encounter Peter Parker. How is an exciting item to make. Samantha describes Skipper Wonder's job as creature to defend area as so as land. While Carol became Skipper Wonder in 2012, Samantha says she went of creature, land's mightiest character to area's mightiest character. The name has been detained by some Wonder letter in the comical books and is substantially a large additional job loading. But it's a part Carol is excellently suitable to, says Laura. She's how Axel among land since she's really humane, she had how humane parenting, but in the Kree party of her descent, area is apparently a big portion. Skipper Wonder is a lot on the space party of the Wonder comics and the MCU. If it's guideline the Avengers or facing in the X-Men, Swindler dashingly tippet Carol Danvers powers behind in the date, her history contains large capacity for next films. For currently, the At First movie is breathtaking quite for the Carol housing. To the recent few year I refuged been capable to sleeping correctly, I've lose my appetite suppressant. It sounds strange but I'm a comical volume botanist, Laura says. We've been accounting downward of while it was announced in 2014 love, oh cold, it's 1342 days to come. To be there is fair mad. Analyzed by Wireless 1 and 1XTRA movie reviewer Ollie Plumline. I suspicion the movies we'll see following Avengers, ending and following Spinnerman, far of household will with hope be a lot more than out down there, perhaps lot more than area based. Several of the largest breathtaking material we've seen so far of wonder, in the Guardians movies and Thor, Ragnarok, has been in area. They can't fair adhere about land for too length. And openly, 21 movies in, we include to let several of the actors include a breakdown. Chris Evans has made his period, Chris Hemsworth as well has made his period. Tom Holland, Brie Larson, the population of Wakanda, though Emmett Man, they're the more recent ones and we're departure to see more than female, more than human beings of color, we're departure to see more than variety and fair thing more recent. And which many decades include we seen so distant. The 1940s in Skipper America, the 1990s now in Skipper Wonder, the nuff ties while it all at first got begun. Down there include been a few flashbacks but I miracle if, love miracle female are making above in DC, we're go see material set in the 60s, 70s and 80s. Openly, it's the not knowledge house breathtaking. Wonder, for the at first period in ages, include not been expressive, us which they've got plan ever and always. To wonder nearly rubble the fun a beat.